Do you know how healthy it is? Tyson gets after being taunted. He's the last person you want to mess with in the ring, though he stays quiet before the fight. He'll use his brutal fists to disrespect opponents during the match. When it comes to punishing opponents, Tyson's unmatched. No one comes close. In today's video, we'll look at those who foolishly taunted Tyson, not realizing the consequences of their actions. Pre-fight trash talk against Tyson often backfired. The last guy who tried it went all out. But after facing Tyson in the ring, he straight up quit the fights. He ran off with his girlfriend right there. Let's not waste words. Let's dive into these stories. Tyson faced some clueless opponents. First up, Savarese, 6'5" inches with an 80 inches reach. He was a top white heavyweight, dubbed Great White Hope. 46-7 record. Savarese trash-talked Tyson's family pre-fight. Tyson, 34, was nearing the end of his career. Though older, he was still the former champ, hating to lose. Tyson's wife said, "Kill that bastard." Fired up, Tyson decided to destroy Savarese. Tyson started with his signature peekaboo style, throwing 2 quick jabs. Savarese, who got up but was still dazed. While fighting, Savarese tried to taunt Tyson verbally. Enraged, Tyson even shoved the referee to the ground. The ring was chaos, showing Tyson's intense anger. Next, James Bonecrusher Smith, known for brutal boxing, never wore gloves before 20, started boxing after military. His career took off quickly after entering the ring. Became WBA heavyweight champ, got cocky with Tyson. Smith taunted, "Kid, I'll ruin you. I'll show you real strength," but in the match, Tyson's fist nearly shattered his cheekbone. Yet there's a saying, though Smith lost, he made history. He's the first to last 12 rounds with Tyson, and the first man to knock Tyson down. Third is the Cuban warrior, Bartela, with his iron chin standing 198 centimeters tall, his eyes full of killer instinct. You'd think he eats people. I won't argue that point. His murderous gaze fixed on Tyson, as if he ruled the ring. Those dark eyes seemed to say, "No matter who comes, I'll devour Tyson today." This brutal man had some skill, though not Tyson's level. But he was a solid punching bag, taking 220 of Tyson's hits. One groan, and I'd admit defeat. Tyson's gut punch broke his guard, followed by a signature uppercut. His fierce wolf eyes turned to those of a lamb. The fourth brute was McNeely. They say all Mikes are tough, but this Mike was no match for Tyson. Tyson looked at him like a schoolboy. McNeely's fierce start faded fast to despair. The fearless tiger attacked again, but Tyson's iron fist was relentless. A hook ended it. The ref stopped the fight. Tyson's post-prison debut impressed. He spat, mocked Tyson as a kid. This fight made Tyson's name and first title pre-fight. Berbick sized up Tyson, not taking him seriously. Tyson's job, be the boss, regardless of title. When cooked, the duck is left with a hard mouth. At the end of the round, Berbick humiliated Tyson. Seeing this, I can only say one sentence. Just now, Tyson still played too lightly. In the second round, Tyson stepped on the accelerator directly. Countless heavy punches are like cannonballs that are unstoppable. The Mongolia-like attack directly brought down Berbick, unconvinced. Berbick got up to fight again, but at this time, Berbick had already been blinded. There was simply no way to stop Tyson's onslaught. In the end, he lost to Tyson's signature uppercut. The heavyweight championship belt is within reach in Tyson's eyes. Next, Larry Holmes. He and Tyson have no grudges, but there is one thing that has kept Tyson unable to let go for many years. He once plucked Ali's wind thorn and broke Ali's butterfly wings during a match with Ali. Let Tyson, who was in front of the TV, witness his idol being defeated by the Holmes in front of him made Tyson feel extremely sad at that time, and he also made a vow in his heart. Yeah, When I grow up, I will definitely avenge my idol Ollie, and this wait is 7 full years. That night, Ollie came to the scene and stared into Tyson's ear and said a word. Don't forget your commitment to the game as soon as the vengeful Tyson begins. Although the opponent is taller and stronger than himself, none of them can stop the flames of Tyson's revenge. In the face of such a ferocious beast, Holmes could only swim away and avoid its edge. In the end, in the 7th round, Holmes' defense completely collapsed, and he could no longer stop Tyson's ferocity. Tyson was like a hungry tiger devouring the dying prey in front of him, crowding it and then striking with a fist to fulfill his promise to Ollie. Back then, 7 years. Do you know how I've spent these 7 years? Ollie, who was sitting in the audience, was very relieved to see this scene. Not only is Tyson avenging himself, but more importantly, there is a successor in the heavyweight boxing world. The final match was also the most dramatic matchup. He is a bad boy from Poland. Glotter, this guy can be described as a bad thing in the boxing world, and he has done everything he can to make a good bird's nest and make many opponents almost enter the palace. The famous places in the boxing world are also a mess. If the boxing world evaluates the 4 villains, I will definitely report the name of Glotter first. Glotter, who disregards others, naturally won't take Tyson seriously. He even mocked Tyson mercilessly at the pre-fight press conference. Tyson smiled and said, "Laugh now if you want, but come Friday you might be crying." At this stage, Tyson was past his prime. He had to keep fighting to repay debts. But there's a Chinese saying, a dying camel is still bigger than a horse. Tyson attacked first. Though slower, his experience was evident. He dodged Glotter's punches. Near round's end, Tyson's combo landed hard. The punch floored Glauer. Tyson turned away dismissively, heading to his corner. Round 2 began. Eager to finish, Tyson's attacks grew fiercer. He also wanted to prevent Glauer from escaping with a desperate move. As Tyson's punches rained down, Glauer's speed decreased. But during the break, the situation suddenly changed. Ignoring his team, Glauer abruptly quit the fight. The audience booed.
"We paid good money for this."
Glauer left the ring amid jeers. The truth came out post-fight. Before round 3, Glauer had fractures and a dislocated shoulder. He even had a mild concussion. Continuing could have been fatal. If it were you, fame or life. This was Tyson's only post-fight. The match was ultimately ruled a no contest. These classic fights show why mocking Tyson backfires. Second to none in Retaliation. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts below.
See you next time.